Where are you going with there's so many victims, it's getting hard to choose, and I really want both of you to respond to it if you can.
Sure. I mean, that's actually one of the lyrics we muddied with, I recall. And I think that, there's the literal reading of it, which is certainly will bear out contextually in history and in the present day of what, how victimization is occurring or genocide, or pick your poison and pick your event. I think that, I don't know, for me, when I heard that and saw that, it is kind of a self victimization idea too. Who do you end up with when you're out? And in my response to Peter's work, my feeling was you end up with yourself. That was my context for it. I'm not sure what Peter's was.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that somebody could do a sort of a more overt political reading of it. That probably wasn't where I was going. It's just not the way I think about the world. And I would tend to think that David's idea was a little closer to where I was going. Something that's more emotional or psychological, like a dream, rather than something you pick up from the newspapers.
I just think we can all walk around feeling like a victim too, and I don't know if when we're quote unquote choosing victims, if we're choosing what we're this soft fleshed person walking around ourselves, and all of a sudden you end up in a headspace that's probably not constructive.
Choosing one's own victimhood or electing to get beyond that is a choice that probably has to be made hour by hour, and definitely something I'm conscious of trying to get beyond on a daily basis.
I think it also, when I remember vividly now that we're talking about it, we were sitting in the studio poking at the lyrics, and the other lyric in that song that we were talking about, or that I was pointing out, that felt a little unfocused initially, then Peter refocused it, was "Throw away your sorrow, it's nothing but disease." The original lyric, I don't remember what that was, but it's the same idea. Your sorrow as your disease, your victimhood as your devil.
Right, something to be overcome, something to be cured of.